You are doing it right now. Not out loud maybe, but somewhere in your head a voice is running commentary on everything. What you should have said in that meeting 3 days ago. Whether you left the stove on, a full imaginary argument with someone who is not even in the room, and at some point in your life, someone probably made you feel weird about it. So let's settle this once and for all. Talking to yourself is not a sign that something is wrong with you. According to science, it is actually one of the most useful things your brain can do. And the people who do it most are not the unstable ones. They tend to be the smartest ones in the room. In 2012, psychologists Gary Lupyan and Daniel Swingley ran a simple experiment. They asked participants to search for a specific object in a supermarket. Half of them were told to repeat the name of the object out loud as they searched. The other half searched in silence. The group that talked to themselves found the object significantly faster. Not because they have better eyesight, not because they were more focused, but because saying the word out loud activated a mental image of the object in the brain, which made the visual search more precise. The voice and the vision linked up and worked together. Your brain is not one system. It is many systems running in parallel. And talking to yourself is one of the ways those systems communicate with each other. Psychologist Ethan Kross at the University of Michigan discovered something even more interesting. It is not just that talking to yourself helps. How you talk to yourself matters enormously. Specifically, whether you use your own name changes everything. When people face a stressful situation and think through it using first person, I am nervous. I do not know what to do. I am going to fail. They tend to spiral. The thoughts loop. The anxiety builds. But when people use their own name or the word you, Sarah, you have done this before. You know how to handle this. Something shifts in the brain. The prefrontal cortex engages more strongly. Emotional regulation improves. The person gains a kind of psychological distance from their own fear, as if they are coaching a friend rather than drowning in the problem themselves. Kross called this self-distancing, and the simple act of changing one word from I to your own name can be the difference between panic and clarity. This is also why athletes talk to themselves during competition, why surgeons narrate their own movements during difficult procedures, why children learning to read sound out every word, why you mumble instructions to yourself when assembling flat-pack furniture at midnight and nothing makes sense. It is not weakness. It is your brain using every tool available. There is one more piece to this that most people never hear about. The inner voice that never stops. The one narrating your day and replaying your conversations and planning your tomorrow. That voice is doing something called inner speech. And researchers have found that inner speech is not just thinking. It is a form of self-regulation. When you silently talk yourself through a difficult decision, you are essentially activating the same neural pathways as when you speak out loud. You are organizing your thoughts into language. And language, it turns out, is one of the most powerful organizational tools the human brain has ever developed. People who have a rich and active inner voice tend to show better emotional control and better planning ability and higher performance under pressure. The voice in your head is not a distraction from thinking. It is thinking. So, the next time you catch yourself narrating your own grocery list out loud, or talking through a problem as you walk around your apartment, or whispering your own name before a difficult conversation, do not be embarrassed. Your brain is doing exactly what it was built to do. And if someone looks at you strangely, you can tell them your prefrontal cortex is optimizing its self-regulatory linguistic processing. Or just smile and walk away. Either works. But here is the thought that stays with you. You have been talking to yourself your entire life. Through every difficult moment, and every confusing decision, and everything you were afraid of, that voice was always there. Maybe it was not a problem to be fixed. Maybe it was the most reliable thing you had.